Our protagonist opened a pet shop. In a horror game, overconfident players rushed in. They sought to slay this NPC and his pets for experience points. But they knew not his curses. Outside the shop, pets revealed true forms. The scrawny tabby was a mighty tiger. The snoring golden, a three-headed hellhound. The coiled snake was a mutated python. It hungered for far too long. After endless surgery, he died. Into this horror game. As an NPC, occupational habits led to promotion. He became dungeon master. He now owned a private dungeon. Its name, Pet Paradise. Our protagonist was kind. He detested needless slaughter, difficulty set low. Players merely rescued animals. They cleared the instance. Many players sought his dungeon. During downtime, he practiced veterinary medicine to advertise his shop. He distributed flyers across dungeons. Befriending demons became routine. His first customer arrived, Mrs. Kook from the Happy Residential Dungeon. Mrs. Kook cane tapping entered. He stood, offered greetings. Greetings, esteemed elder. Seeking goods or pet examination? Shop owner? My little me acts strange. She eats so little. Constantly listless, sluggish. I fear she's ill. As a demon, a real-world clinic? Her voice heavy with remorse. Our protagonist gently soothed her. Please, be calm. Bring me in, I shall examine her. But Mrs. Kook stood frozen. Perhaps you should look outside, she said. This puzzled him deeply. He understood nothing. Filled with questions, I trailed the old woman out. A creature's tongue drenched my face. Slimy drool coated my face. It burned. I wiped my face, eyes widening. A gigantic Siberian tiger filled my vision. Its eyes surprisingly held innocent wonder. I pointed, trembling. My eyes betrayed reason. Grandma, you call this beast little me? Shock swiftly vanished. Pure excitement surged. Years as a vet never treated a Siberian tiger. This unique experience felt unparalleled, yet trouble loomed. Its colossal size, my shop would be overwhelmed. My x-ray fits only one claw. I scratched my head, forced smile. Grandma, can you shrink little me just slightly? The tiger's vast body shrank swiftly. It became a plump tabby cat. Examination became effortless. Little me docile lay on the x-ray machine. Results in hand, I explained Mimi's lethargy. Grandma, little me is bloated. Indigestion plagues her. Look at the x-ray. Undigested food fills her stomach. And severe constipation. Her stomach, full of feces. How did this happen? Do you constantly overfeed her? Madam Kook stroked the tabby's head, whispering. I only fed Mimi 20 kilos of meat. Every time she devours it all, I am speechless. 20 kilos of meat. Grandmothers spoil their young. I instructed Madam Kook, 10 kilos now suffice. I prescribed digestive aids. Treatment complete, Mimi leapt, a whispered request. Before I could question, Madam Kook offered payment. I refused it. This bizarre world was unlike ours. Other strange creatures' pets might be equally formidable. So I asked it to cast a protective charm. Any animal entering would instantly shrink. This made future treatments far more convenient. That night, frantic knocking roused me. Dr. Lai, please save my puppy. Her voice fraught with dread. Driven by duty, I scrambled from bed. The girl, blood-soaked, clutched my hand. Grandma Kook said you heal animals. Doctor, save my pet. She then fell to her knees. I looked behind her. A monster, three-headed, stood there. Gigantic, easily 5 meters long, resembling a hellhound. Riddled with bloodied wounds, a deep gash split its head. No words, bring it inside, now. The hellhound instantly shrank into a golden retriever. Seeing the golden, tears streamed down. Into surgery, I cleaned, stopped bleeding, stitched. The hellhound suffered grievously. Each wound was lethal. I stitched for 2 arduous hours. Emerging, the girl rushed to question me. Rest easy, surgery succeeded. Blood loss caused its faint. Survive tonight, then recovery. She sighed, relieved, thanking me. Her own wounds bled. You are barely holding on, I stated. Trust me, I can patch you up. The girl, perhaps 17, her strange identity, why such grievous wounds? Her wounds dressed, I then questioned her. Hesitantly, she replied, I am an abyss dungeon. Call me Tay-Tay. Tonight, players stormed the abyss. Killing NPCs, they cheered raucously, shouting their 100-point gain. A mere NPC, they ganged up. Overwhelmed, they devoured her. She endured all attacks awaiting the boss. Then, players fled. Her story brought fresh tears. So, that was it. Some players are truly merciless. Enter my dungeon? I crush them. Seeing Tay-Tay and Teo-Cat, I felt pity. To console her, I asked how they met. Recalling the past, her eyes softened. She raised Teo-Cat since infancy. After a crash, we woke in this horror game. Her weakness drew endless player torment. Teo-Cat suffered with her until one day. It nearly died protecting her. She still trembles. Then she gave it to the great boss. Under the boss, it would be safe. But Teo-Cat vanished without a trace. It returned transformed all for her. It sought a mad scientist, transformed into this monster. Tay-Tay, a monster for you. I'll be the strongest monster. No player will torment you again. My eyes well with tears. I grabbed tissues, sniffling, wiping my nose. Rest assured, I will heal Teo-Cat. It must recover at my pet shop heart. Visit it daily after work. Their plight after player attacks unsettled me. Those players would return, I knew it. Distributing flyers, I warned other NPCs. Always flee immediately upon danger. My warning saved countless NPCs from players. In return, they flocked to my shop. Pet owners buying? Understandable. But why buy pet food without pets? They just laughed, claiming it was for strays. Their mouths denied, hands grabbed until overloaded. The horror game world regained peace. My pet shop business boomed wildly. One day, a chilling hiss echoed outside. The sky suddenly darkened, an ominous presence. Is rain approaching? I muttered, stepping outside to check. Then a giant snake head appeared. Red vertical pupils stared, killing intent pierced me. Damn, I almost fainted. Whose pet escaped its enclosure? It came silently, no warning. The colossal python coiled around my shop. One gentle squeeze could crush my shop. My heart hammered wildly. Still, I forced myself calm. Greetings, buying items or seeking treatment? You heal creatures? For treatment, please enter through the door. The giant snake coiled, descending from the roof. Entering the shop, it proportioned down, a cute striped snake. But why is this striped snake so fat? Its scales appeared swollen, rough. The striped snake entered, looking around curiously. It crawled to Little Cat's bed, staring. Little Cat slept but trembled, feigning sleep. The fat snake terrified Little Cat. Where is its owner? Host, I am king of all serpents, I need not that. Upon hearing this, I felt a slight daze. Xiaoji whispered in explanation, Dr. Lin, he is the Snake King, from the horrifying Snake Island dungeon. I hear their snakes are vicious, brutal. You must never ever provoke him. Xiaoji then quickly shut her eyes, pretending sleep. So this creature was a wild serpent. What troubles you, Great One? Where do you feel discomfort? I feel dizzy often. Rising quickly, my vision darkens. They say you cure any ailment. Now examine this king. What is my ailment? This serpent suffers delusions of grandeur. I played along with its words. Yes, great Snake King, let's examine you first. Now open wide. I will check for foreign objects. Its mouth was swollen, ulcerated, likely stomatitis. I swabbed its secretions, took a blood sample, sent it for lab analysis. Results returned. The Snake King had bacterial stomatitis and high blood lipids. Stomatitis should prevent eating or drinking, yet it was so obese, high blood lipids too. This sounds contradictory. Your mouth ached for a month. How did you eat so heartily? My useless subordinates are to blame. I handle everything personally. Each dungeon opening, 100 players arrive. Survive 10 days, they pass the trial. But these players don't follow rules. They covet snake eggs. Rumor claims snake eggs grant flying superpowers. Players ambush nests, steal eggs. Everyday patrols must be undertaken. If any steal eggs, I coil then choke. To make a statement, I bore intense agony. Blistering mouth sores flared. I consumed them whole. Only recently did players show some discipline. Only then could he seek medical care. Bleeding seems hardly a joyful endeavor. Hearing this, I sighed, deeply contemplating. I retrieved antiseptic, cleaning the Snake King's mouth. Applying ointment, I bid him apply twice daily. 10 continuous days will ensure full recovery. You lack a master. Stay at the shop. I will apply your medicine. Furthermore, absolutely no more player flesh. Your blood lipids are high. Eat healthy, lose weight. This king knows. All right, step back now. Your sickbed awaits next to Xiaoji. Hearing this, Xiaoji raised his head. He was beyond tears. He wished to refuse, yet dared not. I alone ran the shop. I cared for both, watched the store. Xiaoji must endure fear first. Since the Snake King's diet began, I cooked daily. Low-fat, low-calorie meals were prepared. Calorie intake was strictly controlled. The Snake King coiled around me, complaining of hunger. My resolve, however, was as stone. To heal the Snake King completely, I ignored his pleas. He inexplicably found a cookbook somewhere. He'd circle me reading, my mouth watered. Since entering this horrific game, I hadn't eaten human food in ages. Leaving work, I overheard patched-up dungeon monsters. A new savory pancake shop opened in-game. I flew there, ordered a special pancake. Its taste matched my real-world memories. Oh, the aroma. Every day after work, I ate one. The Serpent King Lord follows. He savored this human delicacy. Meanwhile, Mimi sought me out. She needed an orange cat, just like herself. Her intentions were unknown, I still complied. Was it Mimi's pet? Another idle day passed. A stunning merman appeared. I recognized him. He bossed the Moklei's Temptation Dungeon. Seeing me, Moklei wept instantly. He cried, Doctor, I have a terminal illness. I have little time left. I sought human hospitals. They refused me, a merman. They sent me to a vet. I pondered. Hospitals weren't wrong. Mermen and humans greatly differed. I gently patted Moklei's back, consoling him. I am a veterinarian. Calm down. What troubles you specifically? Mok feel burning hot. Agitation consumes me. My mood plummets. Scales shed profusely. Ancient texts call these symptoms terminal. Death approaches swiftly. Honestly, I never treated a merman. Their structure is surely like other fish. Let me perform a general checkup. Moklei nodded, transforming into a splendid carp. All tests completed. I was speechless. All indicators were normal. He was a robust young carp. No trace of illness whatsoever. Why then did he feel burning hot? Was it intense internal heat? I was utterly clueless regarding traditional medicine. I pondered. Possibilities suddenly arose. Your mating cycle approaches. Is it so? Spring is upon us. The breeding season for creatures. Though merfolk possess human torsos, their essence remains animal. Moklei, perplexed, asked about the rut. Did no one teach you how merfolk reproduce? At its face fell, expression unreadable. I have no family. Humans captured them all. I never saw them again. Hearing this, I wished to sew my mouth shut. Damned mouth. Why speak so hastily? I deserve death. I questioned seasoned horror game NPCs with Makla. We concluded he was in his rut. I gazed at him, expression complex. The rut is incurable. I am powerless. Perhaps divert your attention with other tasks? Makla bewildered. I know not what to do. Or, I could sterilize you. In life at the veterinary clinic, I castrated many. A girl awarded me a flag, wandering castration expert. My gaze lowered, voice thick with ill-concealed excitement. Merfolk anatomy, like common fish, yes? Mock lay retreating 10 fearful paces. Thank you, Dr. Lamb. My ailment is completely cured. Cured 100%. My home it burns, I must depart. He fled with haste. I stifled a laugh. He is still but a child. Dr. Lamb, our happy district dungeon is going on excursion. Mimi is far too conspicuous. We cannot bring her. Can I leave her with you? I accepted Mimi's leash. Of course, Madam Kook. Enjoy your excursion. Thus my clinic gained a new companion. I finished Little Cat Stitches, prepared Snake King's meal, then a deafening crash erupted outside. My clinic's main door shattered. Armed players strode in. This woman spread the intel. We killed no NPCs. Our guild is destitute. We fight for low-tier item. The scarred leader scoffed. A mere low-tier dungeon boss. One blast ends it. Followers roared approval. Mighty leader. The scarred leader shook his head. This wretch impoverished our guild for too long. We grant no mercy. Make her beg for death. She will regret opposing us. Her clinic holds many pets. We start with these creatures. Xiao Li, bind that woman. She must witness her fate. Xiao Li drew his item, he advanced. After skirmishes, I faltered. One lapse, Xiao Li's item bound me fast. How could I not break free? Strange, their power defied this low-tier dungeon. They bypassed the main god's space. The scarred leader sat, legs crossed, he issued commands. Destroy these creatures first, the reward is yours. Seeking glory, Xiao Li stepped forth. He neared Little Cat. Little Cat growled, a low menacing rumble. My heart plummeted with dread. Little Kit's stitches were fresh. Vigorous movement meant reopening wounds. Little Lee sneered contemptuously. You a beast, defy me? I'll teach you a lesson. He conjured a glowing bat. Little Kit dodged nimbly, leaped aside. The players erupted in laughter. Little Lie, shamed, immobilized Little Kit, drew his knife. Stabbed Kit's hind leg, blood gushed forth. My eyes burned crimson. Last injury, Little Kit lost too much blood. Barely recovered strength, now this dog stabbed him. Fortunately, Kit broke free, leapt to high ground, escaping. A thug grabbed Mimi, lifted her by the nape. Tiny Mimi squirmed wildly, she could not escape. I lost all control. I mustered all my strength. Fought desperately against bindings. You cowardly scum. Come face me, cowards. Bullying small creatures, show off to whom? The thug slapped my cheek, then stabbed my gut. A vile smirk graced his face. I discovered it, keep stabbing them, gain points. The crowd instantly incited. They hurled binding artifacts, aiming for Little Kit. Little Mimi almost perished to those butchers. She scratched her attacker, escaping, endured tearing pain. I searched for the Serpent King, prayed it escaped. Suddenly, a plump grass snake scurried towards the door. These players ignored the pet shop's barrier spell. They never knew stepping out reverts their forms. I screamed, tearing my throat. Mimi, Xiaocat, heed me, flee the door. Scarface sneered. Fleeing? Think you can escape? 1 second later, his jaw dropped. The grass snake slithered out. Beyond the barrier, it swelled violently, true form revealed. A giant python emerged. It coiled around the roof, vertical pupils icy cold. Its gaze pierced the players. This sight brought cold dread. Its shadow engulfed the room, a voice trembled pure terror. Is this the Serpent King? From that dread devoured our brethren, what nonsense. The Serpent King vanished long ago, how is it here? You're mad with fear. Scarface feigns courage, barely standing. His hand trembled, he lunged wildly, stabbed me again. This is your trick? Brain-splitting pain, I screamed. Mimi fur bristled, Xiaocat lunge shielded me. I gritted my teeth, forced my voice steady. Xiaocat, Mimi, out now, true forms. Despite my pleas, they stood firm, refused to move. Players utterly terrified, none dared move. Scarface scanned the room, then spoke. Do not fear, the king is powerless. Players awoke. He is right. We gear up, slaughter this beast, clear the trial. They planned to hide, within the shop. The Serpent King denied them. It coiled its massive form. Tightening its grip, the ceiling cracked. Debris rained down. Shrapnel flew everywhere. My painstakingly built store, soon only rubble remained. Seconds later, the shop collapsed. Amidst the dust, a northeast tiger appeared. Behind it, a colossal three-headed hellhound. All three heads drooled profusely. They eyed the players below, fiercely hungrily. Before they could react, Tio Cat lunged. It bit the scarred leader. Startled, the scarred man retaliated. He sprayed bullets. Meager damage, a mere scratch. Another head lunged, bit, chewed, swallowed him. Witnessing their strongest leader crumble before the hellhound. Their morale shattered. This is a beginner dungeon? Why a 3S Serpent King? Or an SS three-headed hellhound? The northeast tiger not gentle. I saw that tiger in Happy Residential. One night, it killed dozens. We were deceived. The boss's power exceeds hers. She hasn't acted. Her pets decimate us. If the boss attacks, can we survive? Resistance abandoned. Players fled desperately. The Serpent King used its colossal body. It formed a tight encirclement, a 5-meter-high wall. Not even wind escaped. Player Tio Lee, he tried to fly. 1 meter up, me targeted him. Forgot to mention me is a fierce northeast tiger. Yet ultimately, a feline. Like house cats, it loves flying toys. Mimi's eyes flashed golden. It leaped forward swiftly. It seized Jiao Li, smashed him down hard. This tiger's strike weighed hundreds of pounds. I heard his bones shatter. Xiao Li lay crushed, his chest deeply caved, blood gushed from his mouth. He was clearly dying. Life faded fast. 2 died instantly, slain with such ease. Several players simply surrendered, no resistance left. They knelt, kowtowing to Xiao Cat and Mimi. Spare me! I just followed orders. The culprit? The scarred man. He is dead. Please, spare my life. We never harmed you. Please, let me go home. I was wrong. Never again. I will never enter this dungeon. What irony. The fastest supplicant just demanded Mimi's torture, to farm accumulation points. But Mimi was no fool. It immediately struck him, stomped him into meat paste. Please useless. Remaining players utterly terrified, they collapsed. Some players chose to fight back. Brothers, kill them. Gain points. The Master God space revives. The Snake King glared. Venom surged, pumping endlessly. The player turned purple. The Snake King swallowed him. I quickly climbed the Snake King. I hit it. You have high cholesterol. Do not eat human flesh. This man carries so many bacteria. Do you want mouth inflammation again? Spit now. The Snake King gagged, vomited the player out. Mimi and Xiao Cat cleansed remaining players. The battle lasted under 5 minutes, it concluded. This wasn't a battle, it was a one-sided slaughter. He sat atop the Serpent King, gazing at the wreckage below. He sighed deeply. The dungeon must now close for an extended period. In this horror game, where are the builders? Such immense wealth. Mimi found the orange cat, the one he once saved. He almost forgot the small creature. Mimi had tasked him to find an orange cat. He found this cat elsewhere, emaciated and starving. He discovered it then. So he took it. When players stormed in, the cat slipped out. Mimi gently took the cat, placing it into his palm. He asked, utterly confused. You wanted this orange cat? For what purpose? Mimi whispered in his ear, then departed, never looking back. The next day, Bakuk returned. The dungeon remained ruins. He sought Bakuk in the Happy Residential dungeon. Bakuk welcomed him in. The home felt warm, cozy, adorned with photos of Mimi. He mused, this is a strategist's old age. He gave Bakuk the orange cat. It slept peacefully. But he flinched, daring not meet her gaze. He dared not reveal Mimi's departure. Mimi had revealed her destination. Bakuk took the cat, put in a washed, warm bed. Thank you for bringing this cat. But where is Mimi? He panicked, thinking she wouldn't know. Merfolk magic altered the cat to mimic young Mimi. I hesitated to speak, had given specific instructions. Its time was running out. Only days remained. It feared Granny Cook would grieve. Granny, I am truly sorry I cannot speak. I expected banishment. Instead, Granny Cook held my hand. I do not blame you. Come, child, let us find Mimi. I stood stunned. Granny, do you know Mi's location? Of course, it is family. How could I not know? We journeyed far, found Mimi deep within the forest, curled beneath a great tree, unaware of our approach. Granny Cook called softly. It opened wide its eyes. It turned. Tears fell. Never had I seen an animal weep. Veterinarian state tears are reflexes. Animals shed no emotional sorrow. I once dismissed animal grief. This sight forced my belief. Mimi stared at Granny Cook. Granny Cook stroked its head, offering gentle solace. Fear not, child. Eternal sleep awaits, no more pain. In life, poachers cruelly murdered me. Trapped in this grim game, it harbored hatred, attacked all humans. It hid daily in the forest. Granny Cook's arrival broke its guard. It lived peacefully. My eyes fell. A profound sorrow welled within. I asked Granny Cook, can spectral beings die again? Of course, spectral life has limits. How else could dungeons reset? These are the rules set by superiors. So do specters vanish forever? Granny Cook shook her head. As long as we remember, they persist. If we remember Mimi, it lives forever. Granny Cook, a long, deep embrace. Mimi nestled into her, comfortably closed its eyes. It purred contently. Mimi breathed its last in Granny Cook's embrace. Its form vanished until the dawn broke. Madame Cook slowly rose, brushing off dust. Come, child, we go home now. Madam Cook organized a farewell for Mimi. A simple ceremony. Many specters arrived. All came as if prearranged to mourn. Yet the crowd's clamor proved fleeting. The Madam Cook returned alone. The home overflowed with Mi's memories. She could not restrain her tears. Just then, a golden cat appeared. It nuzzled her hand, curling gently, as if offering solace. Madam Cook sniffed, hiding tears. Me, thank you for little me. 3 months passed. They were companions. Our pet shop rebuilt. The host managed its part. Dungeon difficulty suddenly increased to medium. The host wondered, no power increase. But no one offered explanation. The host managed the shop, facing players. More specters raised pets in the horror game. Their pets were bizarre creatures. Flying, crawling, or swimming beasts. Anything and everything. One specter kept a rock pet. He brought his stone to the shop. A player mocked him, calling him insane. The specter screamed, "Little mighty." He crushed the player's head. Players paled, silence fell. The host kept silent, fearing his own skull's demise. Father, the shop thrives these days. Overwhelmed, I summoned Merfolk Mokley for aid. Her first day, Malay almost drowned spirit grass. I smiled wryly, grasping her still wet hand. I taught her spirit grass's water sensitivity. This spirit grass despises salt water. Innate gentle sea spirit energy, she perfectly soothes water element pets. She meticulously managed shop trivialities, lifting immense burdens. My veterinary profession felt secure again. I tended unique pets, bone rabbit, spirit cats, paper parrots. Over time, strange synergy formed between us. I handled healing. She managed water pets logistics. 5 years passed, dungeon united by pets. Players no longer dared cause trouble. The pet shop, sole sanctuary in this horrific game. Mokley and I still oversaw the shop. Little Kitty's old wounds healed completely. The three-headed hellhound, once scarred defending its master, no longer takes blows. It rests peacefully beside its master. The Snake King shed completely the chains of King Bakshi's destiny. He never returned to that bloody Snake Island dungeon. After healing, he renounced his throne. He abandoned all power struggles. The pet shop, his true home, his haughty nature remains. He waits daily for his low-fat dried fish. After eating, he sunbathes lazily near the door. What monster dares cause trouble? One oppressive hiss sends them fleeing. He is our shop's guardian spirit beast. Mokley and I stood, watching the lazy Snake King. She instinctively drew closer, close enough to feel warmth. From this day forth, through endless days and nights, shielding the vulnerable lives near me. Amidst this dark horror, fragile warmth endures forever. I Shiuta, a blood-red sun vanished. This horror game life, surprisingly wonderful indeed.